everybody, it's Angie and welcome to Hot and Flashy. Well, it's been a year since I got my Voluma in my cheeks and I thought it was time for us to check in and see how it's doing. Because Voluma is said to last for up to 2 years, with the up to being the operative words. So Voluma is a Juvederm product that's FDA approved for lifting the cheeks. So it's a hyaluronic acid filler. It gives you, a nice round apple, higher cheekbones, and a nice lifted, fuller, more youthful look. So that's what I was going for, and I was very, very happy with it. I got it last September, so it has been exactly a year since I got it put in. I paid $900 for one syringe, and I had that syringe split in half and had half of a syringe injected into each cheek. The first 2 weeks I was nervous, it seemed very sharp to me, and then it just softened and got nicer as time went on because it is proven to help your body create more collagen at the injection sites. So it's growing new collagen, it's also diffusing and softening over time. So I think probably at about the 6-month mark was when I was the very happiest with it because my cheekbones were high and lifted and the apples of my cheeks were nice and round, and I felt like it was a very, very successful experiment, a very youthful look. I was very happy with it. I would recommend it to anyone. Now that it's been a full year, I feel like looking in the mirror I can see that maybe it's not as full as it used to be because of course Voluma is a hyaluronic acid, so your body absorbs it as time goes on. And a lot of the absorption rate depends on your metabolism and, if you work out and how often and just in general how quickly your body absorbs it. So that's why they say up to 2 years. So it's going to be different on everyone. Some people will have more than 2 years. Sadly, not me. I have a fast metabolism and I work out, so I tend to burn through fillers and Botox pretty rapidly. I feel like over the last maybe month or so, my cheeks have not been, quite as full up here. I feel like there's a little concavity, a little indent happening or flatness happening right here that was really filled before. So let me bring in the pictures and we'll take a look. All right, the full-on front photo, I feel like you can't really tell from 1 year to the next on the front. It's when I turn to the side and you can see the side view that you can see the differences. It still looks pretty good, I'm happy to say. It's not completely gone. You can definitely see that there's a little more volume to my cheeks than in the first photo. But you can see compared to the second photo that it has kind of dropped slightly. The fullness isn't quite as high as it was in those first 2 weeks or even in the first probably 6 months. So it's starting to, as it diffuses and absorbs, it's also starting to fall a little bit because of course gravity takes over everything. So I feel like it's not as high on the cheekbones. It's still fuller and rounder than before, and I still like how it looks better than before. So overall, I would have to say that I am still very happy with it. A year out, I'd say it's still in there. I can still see the difference, and it hasn't completely disappeared, so that's great. And I actually think that falling is not the worst thing on my face because I tend to be very angular and a little hollow in here anyway. So if it falls, like into here, that's fine. If it falls down and starts making my jowls turn huge, then I will not be happy. So why don't I check back in with you in another 6 months or so, and we'll see if it's still in there then. That'd be awesome if I could get 18 months out of it, or if I could even get the full 2 years would be really fantastic. Because it is one of the filler injectables that I really do like. I had Juvederm done before in my nasal labial folds once about 1.5 years ago. I didn't really like it. I don't like that filled look in here. And I feel like this instead, where it lifts from, kind of above, it helps to fill these out a little bit and they're definitely not as flat. So it is working for me still. I am still glad I got it. Now that I'm a year into it, I think the $900 actually wasn't a bad price to have paid, that it's still working a year. Like I say, I would love it to go 2 years to make it really be worth the money. So that's the checkup on the Voluma. Thanks everybody for watching. I really appreciate your time. As always, take care and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.